Y94, the number one He music station, and just going to hit the ground running today in the Playhouse. Speaking with Playhouse family member Joe, he's just needing to know if he's screwed up here or not. What's up, man?
My girlfriend told me she didn't want anything for Valentine's Day, so I didn't get her anything. And now I'm in the doghouse. I mean, did I do something wrong?
I mean, let's be honest. When somebody says, like, oh, no, you don't have to get me anything for Valentine's Day, they don't mean they don't want you to give them anything for Valentine's Day. They just want to see if you still do. It's a trap.
I'm beginning to think that's the case. I'm beginning to think that whatever they say, I got to do the opposite of, usually.
All right, I'm not crazy, right? He should have done something.
Yeah, when we say we don't want anything, we don't really mean that. It's just our way of being nice, and it's like, you come up with an idea. What do you think about me?
What's the way out of this now? Because he tried yesterday when she's all hot and bothered. Well, that's the wrong one. Hot and angry at him. Like, well, you told me not to get anything. Obviously, that didn't go well. How do you get out of it now?
Well, and even if he did try to do something yesterday, she'd be like, now you're just doing it because I'm mad at you. So you either have to do it like today or maybe this weekend. You got to circle back to it. But she is going to be mad, and you have to just let her be angry.
Really, a two-parter for Joe this morning. One, do you agree he did something wrong, or did she really do this to herself? Secondly, do you see a way out of this? He didn't do anything yesterday. Is he supposed to go show up with some grovel discount candy today, or what's the next move? 237, it's text 3527 to play Sarah Reeves. Get back if I Y94 in the Playhouse and more music all day. Good morning in the Playhouse. Y94, Zero and Amy speaking with Joe this morning. Here's his struggle of the past 24 hours.
My girlfriend told me she didn't want anything for Valentine's Day, so I didn't get her anything. And now I'm in the doghouse. I mean, did I do something wrong?
I mean, let's be honest. When somebody says, like, oh, no, you don't have to get me anything for Valentine's Day, they don't mean they don't want you to give them anything for Valentine's Day. They just want to see if you still do. It's a trap.
I'm beginning to think that's the case. I'm beginning to think that whatever they say, I got to do the opposite of, usually.
Now, Joe fell into the trap. Does he just say, like, I didn't do anything wrong? Did I do anything wrong? Like, does he just keep arguing that fact? Does he try to get her something now? Did he do something wrong here?
I think he did. I think the girlfriend was testing him by saying that she doesn't want anything, because I think all girls want something, whether it's small or not. They want to see if their boyfriend is going to really understand them and really know what they want, even if they say they don't. So he should have given her a gift. It could have been anything, but it's the gesture that matters.
I feel like, though, if you say to somebody, like, oh, I don't want anything, you don't have to get me anything, but your intent is to see what magical thing they come up with. Oh, I'm sure whatever you would get me would be wonderful. Like, why don't you answer it differently if that's the game?
That doesn't go through our mind when in that moment we just think, oh, no, nothing. But we're still hoping deep down you don't listen to what we say. You still get us something that you chose on your own. I know you said you didn't want anything, but I saw these beautiful flowers and they remind me of how beautiful you are.
Well, and that's, I think, what a lot of people do in this day and age. They can read through the BS. Joe failed there. As far as the text goes, he's getting some supporters. Everybody like, you dropped the bomb on this one.
It's a little mixed. Someone said she needs to grow up and communicate like an adult. Another person saying you need to just apologize, go get flowers, a card, tell her how much she means to you. Someone said go to the store today, buy something, say you bought it off Amazon and it was just late.
You can do that. Yeah, you can certainly do that. I guess if you're going to play that game, if we're lying now, we're going to straight up lie. Listen, I didn't want to party and celebrate in the middle of the week, but I just was trying to throw you off the scent. I have all this planned for this weekend. You got to throw something together real quick. You could put together a whole weekend of love if you wanted to and look like you had it planned the whole time.
That's a better idea. If you're lying, you go full in.
Well, you might as well. You're already this deep.
She'd forgive you.
She probably would. He do something wrong here?
He definitely did something wrong. Oh my gosh. That's like the oldest story in the book. Of course she's going to say, oh, you don't have to do anything, but he has to. If he's any kind of good boyfriend, he has to show his own thoughts that he's not doing it because he has to do it, but because he wants to do it, especially because she said that he doesn't have to. Like, especially if they're having a conversation about it, and she says, oh, you don't have to get me anything. He has to show that he wants to. You know what I mean?
I don't, but I understand that it's a common trap. It makes just as little sense to me. It makes perfect sense, I think, in your mind, as in women's minds. Us men are just like, you said you didn't want anything, but then I still had to get some. I'm so confused.
If you're ever in a situation and you're like, should I get a gift? Just get the gift.
probably accurate advice, honestly.
No one's ever going to be upset when receiving a gift, really, unless it's like maybe, okay, you shouldn't have got that. Be smart with what kind of gift you're getting. Get the gift.
So basically, your message to Joe is never trust what she says.
Not that. And he even said, maybe I'm going to start doing the opposite. Sometimes we tell you exactly what we want. There, we don't want you to do the opposite. When it comes to gifts, get the gift no matter what we say.
When she says she doesn't want anything, that's probably not what she means, really, there, man.
It doesn't mean anything, it means everything, I guess.
I want the world.
Yes.